Hey everyone, and welcome. You've probably spent, I don't know, a million hours scrolling through TikTok, right? But have you ever stopped and wondered how it got so massive? Well, we're about to figure it out.
But seriously, think about it. How did this one app get so popular, so incredibly fast, that it feels like absolutely everyone is on it? Let's dive in.
All right, so to really get it, we've got to go back in time to the very beginning, because TikTok didn't just appear out of nowhere. It has a pretty cool origin story.
So, it all kicked off in 2016. First, there was this app in China called Douyin. Then the company that made it, ByteDance, did something really smart. They bought another app you might remember, the super popular lip-syncing app Musical.ly. Then in 2018, they smashed them together and boom, the TikTok we all know was born.
Whoa, wait, $1 billion? That's a ton of money. That just goes to show how much they believed that short, fun, music-filled videos were the future.
And get this, the original team that built Douyin was just this tiny group of people who had basically just graduated from college. They built the entire thing from scratch and would even chat with the very first users to make the app even better.
Okay, so I get where it came from, but how does it, work? How does my For You page seem to read my mind and know exactly what'll make me laugh?
Well, it's not technically magic, but it's pretty close. It's all about something called an algorithm. The best way to think about it is like a super smart robot DJ that lives in your phone. Every single time you like a video or share it or even just watch it to the very end, you're giving that little robot DJ a clue. You're saying, hey, I like this. And it remembers and goes out to find more and more videos that it thinks you're gonna love.
Ah, so that's how videos go viral. So what's the secret recipe? What makes one video get millions of views? It's kind of a mix of things. You need a really catchy sound or song. A fun challenge helps too, like a dance everyone can try. But really, the biggest things are just having a creative idea and being yourself. That's what people seem to connect with the most.
Oh, for sure. And the music part got so huge that actual record labels started telling their biggest stars that they had to try and make a viral TikTok. I mean, look at this quote. Even Florence Welch from Florence and the Machine said her label was literally begging her for them. It completely changed the music business.
Wow. So it's powerful enough to change the music industry. But just how big has TikTok actually gotten? Let's check out some of the numbers, because they're pretty wild.
Okay, yeah, get ready for this. By 2019, so just a couple years after it really launched worldwide, TikTok had already been downloaded over 1 billion times.
But that was just a start. It didn't slow down at all. Today, that number has shot all the way up to over 4.1 billion. To put that in perspective, that's more than half of all the people on Earth.
And if we just look at the United States, we're talking about 115 million people using the app. That is almost half of the entire country just scrolling away.
Yeah. And it is definitely not just an American thing. You can see right here that TikTok is a total global phenomenon. Millions and millions of people in countries from Indonesia to Brazil to Vietnam are using it. It's really one big worldwide community.
Okay, here's a little fun fact for you. Way back in the beginning, the Douyin app had this feature they called a funny dancing machine. You'd use your camera, and it would make it look like you were doing all these silly dances. People thought it was hilarious, and it was actually one of the first things that helped the app go viral.
Wow, what a story. From a tiny team to a global giant. So if we had to boil it all down to one single thing, what would you say is the real secret to TikTok's success?
I think the bottom line is this. TikTok is like a giant, endless playground for being creative. Anyone, and I mean anyone, can be a creator. And that super smart engine we were talking about, the algorithm, makes sure that you're always finding new, fun stuff that feels like it was made just for you.
It's so true. It's a place where anybody can become a star literally overnight. Which leaves us with one final question for you. What new trend will you discover, or maybe even start, on TikTok next? Thanks for tuning in for this Explainer.